it looks like I was wrong about the Trump coin. The Trump coin is still bullish. It looks like it's not fake. You can see that there's been numerous tweets from a lot of the different people that are affiliated with Trump, even his son, saying or congratulating his father for having one of the most or the most successful meme coin launch ever in history. And even as of right now, it's currently trading at $69 per share. As of today, January 19th, 12:22 p.m. Here in Arizona, we have hit highs of $76.49. Now, the reason I'm making this video is I wanted to provide you an update with what I've learned so far. I'm still not invested in this. I made a previous video, I think the first day or within the first 12 hours of the coin's launch. I heard about it within I want to say 1 or 2 hours after the coin launch, but it was at night. And obviously I have a family, so I didn't make a video that night. I made one the following morning, and this thing's been bullish nonstop. There is some more positive news that can act as a further positive catalyst for this coin. I'm not here to support it. I'm not here to trade it myself. I'm not going to. You guys know that I don't trade crypto, but I think it's very important. Like I've said so many times before, right? If I'm wrong, I give my opinion about a lot of different things, and obviously I have a specific risk tolerance of what I do or do not like. This just isn't one that meets my criteria. It's too risky. But just because it's too risky to me doesn't mean that it's too risky for other people. And that's why, again, I like to talk about the good and I like to talk about the bad. I like to be open-minded. I hope it's something that you guys can see value. And if you do, please consider dropping a thumbs up and subscribing if you feel like we earned it. So let's go ahead and just jump right into it. As of right now, even in the past 24 hours, it's up 150%, and he hasn't even been inaugurated yet. And I can only imagine what he might say that can further push this coin. We've all seen it before, and if you haven't, when it comes down to these crypto coins or any form of pump, in my opinion, it's not so much about, whatever it is that they say is going to be a long-term, substantial gain. A lot of this could be possibly just short-term. I just want to make sure that you're aware of that so you don't get surprised that, look, it pumped up to $100 or $150 and then it corrected itself and then you're surprised. You shouldn't be surprised because anything that grows, 12,000% in 1 or 2 days, it comes with the territory. So please make sure that you're aware of that. So its current market cap as of today, as of right now, it's $13.47 billion. I still do not understand the intention or the utility of this coin. Again, it's very odd to me. I voiced that in my previous video, but it doesn't need to make sense to me. Some people are just using this as a vehicle to make money, and I get that. It just seems weird from a president that's about to be inaugurated, already very controversial, and then launches a meme coin that is supposedly for his people to prosper, but he still owns 80% of the supply. So if they begin to liquidate any of their position, talk about a rug pull. But again, if you get into this, you have to at least take that into consideration, right? That there's huge downside risk. With that being said, I want to highlight some things that have been brought to my attention and some pretty positive news that could further push Trump coin. Again, I don't like to just talk about one side. I'm always aware that there's money to be made and there's two sides to every opportunity. I'm not here to support it. I'm not going to trade it myself. Again, I'm just speaking about both sides. Donald Trump launches Trump meme coin token exceeds $12 billion market cap. This is from Forbes. And then it talks about that Truth Social's late post saying that the cryptocurrency is celebrating winning that the presidential election with the up and coming inauguration. This is really acting as a positive catalyst for a lot in crypto. Now, is this substantial? Is this something that's super innovative? No, it's just, again, an authority figure such as Trump, the soon to be president of the United States, using his authority to, solidify and validate crypto. It was made or trades under the Solana exchange. And that's, again, something that I'm not very aware of. I don't trade meme coins. I don't trade anything like this. But supposedly Solana, because you need to buy Solana, to my understanding, to then turn it into Trump coin, it went up, a lot as well, because Solana is its own coin itself that then also received a positive catalyst because Trump decided to use them as a form of exchange, something like that. Again, please feel free to do your own due diligence and look a little bit more into it. Nonetheless, it acted as a positive catalyst for Solana, not so much for Bitcoin. I mean, it did pump a little bit out of nowhere when it hit lows of 405, but I mean, Bitcoin has been consolidating here leading up to his inauguration. So again, it wouldn't surprise me that, it's kind of building this little bull flag here. Tomorrow, once he gets elected, if he says anything, which I wasn't certain, right, out of everything that's going on in the world, why would he focus so much on cryptocurrency and to promote his meme coin? But now knowing that he did promote his meme coin, now knowing that he owns 80% of a market cap that's worth $13.4 billion, it wouldn't surprise me that he could say something that can further act as a positive catalyst for his meme coin, but then as well, cryptocurrency as a whole. But again, is this going to be a main focus for him? We'll see. I did not see this at all in the radar that he would come out with a meme coin. It doesn't seem very legit, but again, he did it. It's making a ton of money, at least in the short term. We'll see. I can't imagine, what if people do begin to get rug pulled? It's only going to make the president look even more bad than what it already looks like. It's an odd thing. I've never seen anything like that. There's a lot of people who support it, who think that it's good. Oh, he wants other people to prosper. But I don't think you understand that when people get rug pulled and then people make a ton of money, eventually they end up selling, right? Especially when there's no utility, there's no use for this meme coin. There's no value behind it other than if enough people get together and say, yeah, I want to buy it because everyone else is buying it and the price goes up. That is, what really facilitates a pump and dump. And then unfortunately, a few people do make a ton of money. Don't get me wrong, right? If you know how to take profits and manage and mitigate risk, but then a ton more people get left holding the bag and they lose a lot more money collectively. And that's the unfortunate part about this. I hope that it's not another Hawk Tuah type of setup. It doesn't look like it would be, but man, would that be catastrophic, I would say, for the, reputation of already people being so on the fence with Trump. And I get it, he's very controversial, and this just kind of adds to his tea, right? The thing that I wanted to share that could act as a further positive catalyst. And again, I'm not here to support it. You guys know, based off of my tone and what I've said about crypto before, that I'm not here to support any of this, but we need to talk about it. Supposedly major exchanges such as Coinbase, crypto.com, major exchanges that host millions and millions of users, because right now you could only buy Trump coin. This is what I've understood. You could only buy Trump coin off of weird one-off crypto platforms that are not the major ones, supposedly because of how much attention and how amazing is what they said, the launch was and successful, that Coinbase and all these other crypto platforms that are very, very popular and very established are going to be also offering Trump coin on their platform. Because of course, when they see something like this, we want a piece of our pie. I don't blame those crypto platforms. But this just reminds me again of the whole FTX thing all over again. We become too over leveraged. People make, again, very quick money for those that actually do take profits. And then again, the rug gets pulled, people get margin called. We see a catastrophic pullback. And then again, it's a very explosive and unfortunate downfall of crypto because of things like this. But we'll see, right? I like to talk about the good. I like to talk about the bad, but there is one thing that I was certain. There's one thing that is certain, and that's based off of my video yesterday. I said I wasn't sure if this was legit, right? I was uncertain. I was very unaware of how the president of the United States could come out with a meme coin, and I was wrong. It was true, at least as of right now. It looks very, very true, and you need to be aware. You guys know that I'm not in support of any of this, right? But let it push. If you don't want to partake in it, just let it push. There's no reason to fight it, because whatever it is that he says tomorrow on January 20th could act as a further positive catalyst. You don't have to partake in any of it, right? If you don't want to and you don't have the risk tolerance for it. I'm not going to. But what pumps up very quickly normally does correct itself. Stay patient, stay calculated, and wait for your time to strike. I'm not going to short Trump coin, right? But I'm going to pay attention to crypto, and of course, I'm going to pay attention to MSTR to see if an opportunity does present itself, possibly not on Tuesday when the market opens. But again, when it does, right after this pump is done pumping, let them make their money, encourage people to do their part in taking profits when it makes sense to them. Try to look out for beginners. That's all we can ever do. But nonetheless, I mean, they're adults. They should be able to decide for themselves. And once that opportunity does present itself for a potential pullback, if that's something that you see value in, then of course, I would love to short the opportunity of Bitcoin or MSTR. I don't trade crypto, so this just wouldn't be something up my alley, but possibly for you, if you could possibly short Trump coin and the criteria is met. So very excited to follow up. Very odd time for sure, but I wanted to come on here. I just finished actually my half marathon. I just hit a new PR. I did a 6:52 average mile for 13.1 miles. So after this, I'm going to take a quick little nap and then I'll be right back to it. So I appreciate you guys' time. I hope that it earned your thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. And if you ever want to watch me trade live, we're having a huge sale. It's the second link in the description down below. You can sign up. It's a one-time payment, lifetime access, and you can watch me trade live as soon as Tuesday. The stock market is closed tomorrow, Monday, in observance to MLK Day. So enjoy your 3-day weekend. Like always, I like to make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.